Good morning, children. Today teacher is going to take the next part of the science lesson, the Caskets of Life. Yesterday's lesson, you saw that you have already written down the names of the animals according to their size, isn't it? So, when you were writing it according to the size, you saw that there are animals which are smaller than the ant also. So, some animals are very small that we cannot see with our eyes. So, what do? We can use an instrument which can magnify such organisms or such things which are very small, which is very difficult for our eyes to see. You can magnify those organisms using an instrument. Such an instrument is here in my hand. This is called as a magnifying lens. So if you want to see, you know that there are many types of ants. So some ants, they are very small and we cannot see them. So we can use this magnifying lens to see those ants. For example, you must have seen your grandparents, those whose eyes are very weak, they must be using this magnifying lens to read the newspaper. So if I keep like this, sometimes you will be able to see the magnified letters, isn't it? Can you see it? So you can see the letters being magnified. Now this magnifying lens cannot be used to see all the type of organism. There are other organisms which are smaller than the ant also, which you cannot see with the naked eyes. What is the meaning of naked eyes? If we are not using any instruments to look at objects, that is called as a naked eye. So if I remove my glasses like this, this is my naked eye. With this eye, I cannot see very small organisms. Such small organisms we cannot see with our naked eyes are called as microorganisms. They are called as microorganisms. Now, how can you see these microorganisms? We can see these microorganisms only through an instrument which is called as a microscope. So, you would have seen a microscope. Some of you must have seen a microscope. Teacher has got a microscope here. So, how do we see organisms? We take those things and we keep it here on the microscope. And if you look through this eyepiece, you can see the magnified images. Last year, you must have seen the stomata and the guard cells, isn't it? Teacher must have showed you. So this year, actually you are supposed to see these microorganisms through the microscope, that when you come to school, teacher will be showing you. But now at present today, you have to write down the parts, know the parts of the microscope, draw the microscope and write down the parts. So now I am going to explain the parts of the microscope. So here we have the microscope. On top, this portion, that is this thing through which you look, we keep your eye like this and look through this. That thing is called as the eyepiece. This is the eyepiece. After that, to hold the microscope, you have a thing here where you hold it like this. This is called as the arm. Now here we have a round shaped thing. Can you see this round shaped thing? And two things are attached here. This round shaped thing is called as the nose piece, and it is on the nose piece that these two lens are attached. Sometimes there will be 3 lens, we have only 2 lens. So one is normal lens which you can see little more bigger things. The other one is if you want to make it little more magnified, then you can use the other lens. So 2 types of lens are there attached on the nose piece. After that, you have 2 things which you can turn like this. This is called as the coarse adjustments. Once you keep the thing here, you can see it by adjusting this. This is called then another knob is here. This is called as the fineness adjustment. So this is the coarse adjustment. This is the fine adjustment. After that, you have a table-like thing here. This is called as the stage. What is the use of the stage? If you want to observe anything, we keep it on a slide and we keep it here on the stage so that we can observe it through the lens. Now there are 2 clips here. What is the use of these clips? When we keep the slide here on the microscope, it has to be held properly, isn't it? So we hold it properly with the help of these stage clips. After that, here we have got, if I remove it like this, here you have got a small thing here. This is called as the diaphragm. What is the work of the diaphragm? Down here you can see a mirror. What is this mirror? This mirror helps to the light from outside to fall on this, and it will project it on the diaphragm, which helps us to see the organisms. So this is called as the diaphragm, and this is the mirror. So these are the parts of the microscope. I am putting a picture of the parts of the microscope and the microscope for you. You have to look at that picture, draw the microscope and mark the parts of the microscope. That is the work for today. Thank you.